Hello everyone and welcome to the Morrowind Book Club. Today we are going to be reading the 36th Lessons of Vivec sermon number 3. So let's just go ahead and get started. And we've gained knowledge in blunt weapons. We're up to 6. We ourselves are now a trained deadly weapon in blunt weapons. Not really. Anyways, be sure while we're reading to see the reference to where we would learn something in blunt from this book. Anyways, being blind, the Netchman's wife wandered into a cave on her way to the domains of House Indoril. It so happened that this cave was a Dweemery stronghold. It's the first time I've seen that word used. The Dweemer spied the egg and captured the Netchman's wife. Now, I'm guessing a Netchman would be, I don't know, someone who keeps netches? That's my assumption. They bound her head to foot and brought her deep within the earth. Oh, that's great. She heard one say, "Go and make a simulacrum of her and place it back on the surface, for she has something akin to what we have, and so the Velothi will covet it and notice if she is too long away." What's a simulacrum? Right, quick search. It says an image or representation of someone or something. An unsatisfactory imitation or substitute. So they want to put a substitute of her back on the surface? Okay. Like, what? It doesn't go into detail of, like, how. Like, to me, it's like a... it could be like a miniature, like a representation. The secondary, we'll say definition seems to imply that it's like a less than perfect, representation of it or something. I don't know. All right, let's like, would another word be like an effigy? Crap, I can't remember the exact definition of effigy. Give me a second. Okay, not quite. An effigy is an image or representation, especially of a person, and it looks like especially or a crude figure representing a hated person. All right, so not quite. So that's a new word for me. Okay, simulacrum. Anyway, sorry. In the darkness, the Netchman's wife felt great knives try to cut her open. When the knives did not work, the Dweemer used solid sounds. What? When those did not work, great heat was brought to bear. Nothing was of any use, and the egg of Vivec remained safe within her. Oh, okay. A Dweemer said nothing is of any use. We must go and misinterpret this? Vivec felt that his mother was afraid, and so consoled her. The fire is mine, let it consume thee, and make a secret door. At the altar of Pathome, and the house of Boet Hi-Ah, or Hi-Ah, where we become safe and looked after. This old prayer made the Netchman's wife smile and began such a deep sleep that when Dweemery Atronox returned with cornered spheres and cut her apart, she did not awake and died peacefully. What am I reading? Vivec was removed from her womb and placed within a magical glass for further study. To confound his captors, he channeled his essence into love, an emotion the Dweemer knew nothing about. The egg said, love is used not only as a constituent in the moods and affairs, but also as the raw material from which relationships produce hour-later exasperations, regrettably fashioned restrictions, riddles laced with affections, known only to the loving couple, and looks that linger too long. Am I on drugs? I'm reading all the words, but none of them are making any sense to me. Okay, love is also an often used ingredient in some transparent verbal and non-verbal transactions, where eventually it can sometimes be converted to a variety of true devotions, some of which yield tough, insoluble, and infusible unions. In its basic form, love supplies approximately 13 draughts of all energy that is derived from relationships. Its role and value in society at large are controversial. The Dweemer were vexed at these words, yeah, no kidding, me too, and tried to hide behind their power symbols. They sent their Atronox to remove the egg image from their cave and place it within the simulacrum they had made of Vivec's mother. A Dweemer said, "We Dweemer are only aspirants to this that the Velothi have. They shall be our doom in this and the 8 known worlds: Nirn, Lacan, Raket, Thender, Kinnert, Akat, Mahara, and Junau. The secret to doom is within this sermon. The ending of the words is Almzivi." What did I just read? Like, to me, this is one of those books where I'm like, okay, I'm really hoping that the writers in the game put a lot of thought into this, and there's actually something to be found in here, something to decipher. Because part of me is like, man, I want to go ahead and I kind of want to break this down. What is it? Because it's, you know, at first I was reading their story very literally, and then as we start getting a little bit further, I'm like, okay, no, this is some weird like symbolism crap, and then, you know, by the end, I'm just like, okay, it's like there's something in here. I need to break up my corkboard. I need some string. I need to start breaking this down. But like, part of me is like, but did they just put down some stuff that looked good? No, I don't think so. No, there was a lot of care that went into like the lore in Morrowind. I find like Daggerfall like started the lore thing. Yeah, maybe it started in Daggerfall. I don't know, there's something about the lore. When I'm reading the stuff in Morrowind, there seems to be like there's a layer there. You can kind of tell that there's layers, there's more to what you're reading than just, you know, what's on the surface. It's like the lore became more and more complex until like through each game. Like Arena, yeah, you got the basic world building, like this is the world, and then you started getting more details in Daggerfall, and then here in Morrowind, I feel like you got the details, but there's details under the details that aren't being spoken, so that you can tell there's another depth to the lore. Unfortunately, I have the feeling that me going over this and trying to figure it out would not make for a very interesting video. I think there would be way too much me just scratching my head, trying to figure stuff out. And so I'm going to leave it up to you, the viewer, to maybe give me some insight. Don't necessarily pull too much, like, you know what, give me your interpretations of what we read. Yeah, I guess you could, if you do know some background information about this, yeah, go ahead and share it. But try to be vague about it. I like taking things apart, or maybe give me some direction. Be like, hey, after you read all the sermons, it'll all make sense, or something like that. Give me some hint. But or if you don't know, give me your speculation. Drop it in the comment section. If you liked this reading, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video at all, you're like, holy crap, what is this garbage? Leave it a thumbs down. I'm sorry for wasting your time. I hope to see you next time. I look forward to wasting your time again. You return hate viewer. But anyways, regardless of the reasons why you watch these, if you watch these, or whatever, on your way, I would like to ask you all to game on.